the Argylls went out to British Guiana because they were getting their independence. So he left to go to British Guiana, and my memory of that was getting about 11 injections in the one day as we were following out. So when we arrived in Georgetown, my father was there, and I thought, great, he's there to meet us. No, he was there to meet the Colonel. So that was us in British Guiana till they got their independence. And from there we came back here to Stirling and lived in the castle. To me, this was the biggest playground a child could ever have, because the Great Hall was a barracks, the cookroom was underneath the barracks, my father's office was where I'm sitting today, then we had the Queen Anne Gardens to play in, we had the Bottom Gardens to play in. When the tourists came, we had our fishing nets underneath the wells to collect the money they would throw in till we were caught, and then we were put in the guardhouse to behave. One day the Queen was changing of the colour of the regiment, and everybody was out in the esplanade, the whole place decorated out, and my father was there, and the pipe band was just behind, coming down from the first esplanade down to the big gate. Following that, my brother and I and the Smith boys had got into the wee in-grooves at the main door, and as they came down, the doors opened up with the pipe band going out, and we came out in front of them with our pots and pans and hitting them, and we were put into the guardhouse again. But I think the Queen found it quite amusing. And they asked them if they'd go to France to shape, to take over there for secondment from the Argylls. And at the time, the Cold War was going on. So that was 1960, we left France. And he went to Potsdam in East Germany. And that was another change altogether to life. I envy people who went to the same school, had all the same friends, knew each other, and didn't have to change schools every couple of years. On the father's side of things, he was idyllic. You couldn't have asked for anybody kinder, better or anything. Everybody adored my mother. She was just one of the most caring, kind people anybody could ever meet. And even the recruits, if they had nowhere to go, on a Sunday say, look son, it's just an extra potato in the pot. They were never left without. People, I think, oh, you've had a wonderful life, this, that and next thing. Yeah, absolutely. And I thank the Argylls very much and the British Army for the life they've given me and the person I've become. But I've got no roots, which is the strange thing. The impact I think it's had on me is because it's been my family, it's been my life. It taught me how to have integrity and dignity and to respect other people. Taught me to see the good in people, that not everybody is bad, and often good comes from bad. And also the way that you can nurture people and help them to live a worthwhile life.